All right, we are live on Wide Open Wednesday as we are here on Wednesday. Weather's starting to get cooler. Racing's starting to die down, although last weekend was a big weekend for racing, but we're not going to talk about that until we get some people in the room. Go over here and let's see here. We are going to.
Maybe do some introduction, like with our sponsors, and
Oh, we already got a guy sitting
Yeah.
in the green room already. Jeez, oh man.
it's not Earl.
And it's not Earl. Well, Earl's not going to be with us tonight. He's got a Garden State Vintage meeting. So Billy Kleinsman will be here, of course, from Maple Grove. We have Hot Rod Santa coming up.
Mhm.
So make sure you mark down your calendar. What date is that, Fred?
December 6th, Saturday, December 6th from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. We're going to have all kinds of stuff going on, all geared around collecting toys for the Toys for Tots program. And we're going to have Santa out there. We call him Hot Rod Santa. This is our 10th anniversary of doing this. It's the third annual John Lesky Memorial Toy Drive. And that goes back to one of my friends that used to donate a whole bunch of toys, a whole bunch of cash for the program. John Lesky, we lost him a couple years ago to cancer, and this is one way to keep him honored and keep him in the community. He's probably mad that I'm doing it, but that's too bad, John. So,
Now, Fred, it's grown in leaps and bounds every year.
Yeah.
And you've gotten more toys every year. Now you're about 2,300.
Yeah, we was 2307 last year, or 2304. Sorry, I keep getting.
And we're going to try and get. What are we
Mhm.
trying to get this year?
Anything. Well, any toys are good, whether we beat the record or not. I always try to move it up a little bit. So let's not. We'd say more than 2307.
More than 2307. Now, is there any specific? It doesn't matter, but is there any age group that kind of gets gypped?
Yeah, that's a good question, and that was one that John used to address. Is a lot of people stop at the good place, and it's all great. The Five Belows, dollar stores, you get stuffed animals, you get
Mhm.
little, Matchbox cars, whatever. So for the younger kids, but the preteens and teenage kids that start to follow the electronics and stuff like that, they get kind of left out because nobody knows what to buy with that stuff, me included. My grandkids are like,
Right.
yeah, I'll leave that up to somebody else. But so gift cards. If you want to do that, you can get Roblox cards or gift cards, and the kids are playing that game. I never see my grandson's face anymore because he's playing that. But yeah, you can get the Roblox gift cards or any kind of Visa gift card of any denomination. John used to get like $30, $50 gift cards, and that would go a long way with the teenagers. Not saying that you have to do that. Anything is good.
Yeah, we're
But
open for,
yeah, if
for
you can
whatever
find
you
any,
want to bring. Yep.
yeah, if you can find anything preteen like 10 to 13, and then 13 to 15 after that, it's
And then Santa's going to be there.
yeah,
The fire trucks are going to be there.
fire
And
trucks.
then you have a special person bringing a food truck.
Yep, we have Puss in Boots, who I had lunch there today, and was talking to Derek over there, and they're excited to be a part of our event over there. They're going to bring the Puss in Boots. It's Tavern and Grill.
JR's laughing about Puss in Boots.
Yeah.
He's over there smiling. I see him laughing. Hey, you're welcome to come, my brother. Bring your race car.
Yeah, I had wings today. Fantastic. But yeah, they're going to come out and
He always talks about this shit when I can't go. So they got good wings. We're good.
Fantastic
We're good going
wing.
there for wings then.
Yeah, we'll go for
All
it.
right, all right, cool.
So we have they'll have hamburgers, chicken tenders, chicken sandwiches, soup, because especially with the weather's a little
Nice.
misty. But yeah, it's going to be there. We're going to have the Disciples of Christ Motorcycle Ministries there. They usually serve hot dogs, give out hot dogs, and if anybody wants to do a prayer with them or have
So we're covering everything, right? We got them guys. Who else we got?
I'm trying to think.
Our Jewish friends.
Yeah, Hanukkah Harry will be there. Yeah, I was talking to him yesterday.
See, we're covering everything.
Yeah, we got it all covered.
Santa Claus, Mrs. Santa Claus. I talked to her.
The Grinch
today.
usually shows up.
The Grinch shows up.
And WBCB, we'll have a live broadcast on WBCB. That's where I do my radio show every Thursday morning. Well, two of them. One starts at 9, the other at 9:30. So they'll be there doing a live broadcast. Me, Nick, and Jim Foxwell, and then Nick and I will be doing some Wide Open Wednesday. We'll set up a table and we'll do some
I
broadcasting.
can't wait to
from there.
talk to Foxwell tomorrow.
Yeah.
He's back at the
Yeah,
studio.
yeah,
So
Foxwell's back.
yeah, it's a good deal, gang.
Yeah.
And we're going to be doing that, and we'll talk more about it a little later.
Yeah,
We
we got a couple sponsors we want to hit later on with this,
And-
but we'll
we got a couple people waiting in the wings, so I'm going to bring this guy on. Let me get his banner up here real quick. Got his banner up. I also have something else I want to put up first for him. A beautiful race car that he has, wingless sprint car. I can look at the way the paint's on it. I can look at the way that it's lettered, and I can tell. I could probably look at the garages. Scotty, can you letter that? You could just tell by the way he letters stuff. And there's dump trucks out there that Scotty letters. The man is phenomenal. He paints stuff. He does some other stuff too. He does some graphics, some vinyl graphics. But the guy is phenomenal. He done a lot of our cars near the end of when my brother was driving. But that is a phenomenal looking race car for J.R. Fulper, who was a modified driver, and he won races in a modified and decided, okay, it's getting out of hand, so I want to still have fun. So him and his parents and everybody involved in his racing career decided we're going to get a wingless sprint car, and he's been doing very well. So we'll bring him on stage with us. What's up, Mr. Fulper?
Hey,
How are
how's
you?
it going?
We're living a dream and eating ice cream, my man. And we appreciate you being on with us.
Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, I pay attention to Bridgeport. I see you snagged a couple there. Beautiful
Yeah.
race car, man.
Yeah, we had a pretty good year for our first year, and was able to sweep the weekend here at the end of the year. So
Yeah,
we
I
had
saw
had a
that.
good time.
And that race means so much to people, the Danny Serrano stuff. Danny was such a good guy, and he meant so much to the sport.
Yep.
He done so much for the little guys in racing. He always went out of his way to talk to everybody. I was good friends with Danny. Of course, we had Neil Williams on the week before, and he talked about how he really loved winning the Danny Serrano race. So I know that probably meant a
I
lot
imagine,
to you
yeah.
and your parents.
Yeah, definitely.
I got to be
Definitely.
friends with your parents when you ran New Egypt. I miss you at New Egypt, man. We used to have a good time. I used to talk to your mom and dad all the time. Great people. And but
Yep.
now you're having fun, and that's what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be fun. People forget that money gets involved and it gets expensive. But the way the sport is now, you have to spend the money, and it takes the
Yes.
fun out of it.
Yeah, I mean, they did a good thing, I think, bringing in those CT 525 engines. Yeah, it looks like they might have. I think that Ryan Godown had that and seemed to do good with it, but we didn't know anything about that when we made our choice to run the wingless
Some
sprint.
people
So
like it, some people don't. I mean,
I know a
you
lot
wanted
of
to
guys
get-
are against it.
Yeah, and if you wanted to get back into a modified,
Yeah.
now it's affordable.
Yeah, that's the only
Supposedly.
way I could do it if
Yeah.
I ever did want to get back. But I'm having too much fun in the wingless
Right.
sprint car. I'd
My
rather
nephew
try to
loved it.
run with the USAC East Coast Sprints than
Yep.
get back in a modified.
My nephew loved it when he ran a sprint car. Of course, he moved to North Carolina because of his job and
Yep, I
married and
remember.
had a kid and all. But he loved it, and he misses it. I just seen him last week. Got to see the baby and all that. But no, I could tell you're having fun. I can just your attitude and the way things are. And people don't realize it isn't so much. If you want to make $1 million in racing, start out with 2.
Yeah.
You know what I
No,
mean?
you got to start out with 10 million if you want to make $1 million
Exactly.
in racing.
And you know, your mom and dad are into it, and that's their kid out there, and they get nervous and they get excited.
Yeah.
And somebody touches their kid on the racetrack. I know my mom used to do it with my brother, and yeah. But are you done now, or do you got a couple more? You going to come to New Egypt?
We're going to the Eastern States race. We're running
okay.
Saturday, the news sprints. I think we're before the 100 lapper for the 358s on Saturday. I was debating on running Bridgeport this weekend, but it's hunting season, and
Yeah,
I got some other things to enjoy
See
doing
that?
too. So, but I might be back at Bridgeport again to try to compete with the USAC guys. It's tough because you have half as much horsepower as a lot of the guys out there, but we did pretty good the last time we were there. So
the cars are so much easier to maintain.
Oh yeah, tell
You
me
don't have
about
to
it.
spend 5 hours washing it, taking off all the panels,
Exactly.
washing it. They're so much more easier to work on. I know that probably makes your dad happy.
Oh, there's so much more room in the garage. We had such a tiny, narrow garage. You had to shuffle down it sideways when the body
Mhm.
was on.
Yeah, yeah, it's crazy that you went from that to this, and now you're having fun and you're
Yep.
winning, and you got a chance to win every time you go out there. I mean,
That's
Bridgeport, you got to
yep.
be up on the wheel, man. And it looks
You
like
are.
you lost some weight. It looks like you
I
lost
don't
some
know
weight.
about that, but you're
I
definitely up on the wheel at Bridgeport,
yeah,
and with the modifieds, I mean, every guy pretty much that's there is fast and competitive to win, and you got to really have your stuff together. And it was tough. I mean, they're all spending a lot more money than me to run when it was last year in the modifieds, and we had a chance 1 or 2 weeks of probably running for a win and couldn't make it, but it was just a lot of running for 10th or 15th, getting a little tired, and that's why I made the choice to run down in the wingless sprint. And there's still a lot of guys that are spending a lot of money on a crate sportsman too, so
yep,
that
yep.
kind of helped influence my choice. I wanted to try kind of something a little different, and I really had a good fun time this year.
Well, it looks like you're having a fun time, and I hope you stay with it. I'd like to see you
Oh
come
yeah.
into Egypt a couple times. You know the short way
You
around
got to
New
tell
Egypt.
Doug to not have as many races at Bridgeport, because every
Well,
race that we were off, it's like, I got to go fishing, or it's time to go ride
exactly,
ATVs. It's like, I
exactly.
got a few other hobbies you got to enjoy
Yeah,
too.
you
It's,
gotta enjoy too.
you know,
Doug's been really good with the wingless cars. Uh, they asked him to give them more dates. I know Stan Plosky really loves Bridgeport,
yes.
and
Yeah,
he was a mainstay at New Egypt, and he just wanted to race. He wanted more dates. He wanted to race. I would like to see them get together. I think with Chris Moore being involved, I think they can get together
hopefully.
and make some
Yes.
dates. I would like to see a dual track championship between them guys, between the wingless sprints. I know a lot of guys would be up for it. It was nice to see Stan get a couple wins. You know what I mean? He really loves the racing, and he comes from, I mean, his grandfather,
Oh yeah.
and his son now, Hunter, really doing well. But yeah, I mean, I'm really proud of you to see you're having fun, that you're enjoying racing. And some people don't enjoy it anymore. They sell everything, they get out of it, they never get back to it.
Yeah, I wasn't going to do that. It's like, I got
Well,
to find something I'm going to really have fun doing.
well, now you have your niche, and now Orange County, a lot of guys like going there. I didn't know if the guys would like it, but everybody that I've talked to said that they
I
loved it.
ran July or August and had a good time. You're really moving at the end of the straightaway up there, and
Oh
then
yeah.
you gotta slow that thing down with the low grip on the hard clay, especially with no downforce.
So that, have you ever thought of you can't put a wing on your car, or you can?
I mean, I don't think we could even compete in any division if we put a wing on the car with
Right,
the
right.
crate engines.
You ever thought
It's
about
kind of
trying
a
a
thing
305?
for our division. We don't even have room in the garage for a wing. We could barely fit the modified, and I had a hard enough time talking my mom into running a wingless sprint car. So I don't
Oh
have any
yeah.
plans to put a wing on.
Yeah. Moms
Like I
don't want to
said,
hear wings. Moms don't want to hear
no,
sprinters. They don't. No, 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 no. They
no,
think
that's
you're
kind of the
so
way she was
protected
for a while. But
by all
we
that
were able to.
body around you and all that other stuff. They don't realize it's a son of a bitch to get out of one of them cars. It's a lot easier to get out of a sprinter, but that's the ugly part of our sport. Guys get hurt, and most of the time it's a freak accident. And just
Yes,
keep doing what you're doing, man. Just wear all the safety stuff.
always. Yep.
Nothing's more important than you. There's guys that take shortcuts. I don't know why. They're nuts if they do that. This guy here runs a vintage car. He has all the safety apparatus.
You have to.
He,
You have
he
to.
looks like Marvin the Martian in there. He's got this on. He's got that on. He's like, geez, man, I got all this stuff. But you know what? When something happens, that's what saves your life.
Exactly.
Look at Stuart Friesen. Stuart, I watched that race. I watched it live, and I told my wife, I said, I think I just watched a guy get killed in the
Yeah,
modified.
that
And
wasn't
he is so
fun.
lucky to be here, and he's doing so well, and he's getting better. He goes to the track, so hats off to him. He'll be back. Knowing Stuart like we know Stuart, he'll be back. So, yeah, well, do what you do. Hopefully you'll get to New Egypt, because I'm back at New Egypt again, and we'll get to see you
I
again.
really wanted to get there this year, and it's like every single time it looks like it might work out, and then sometimes there'd be a weekend and we're not at Bridgeport, but then they weren't at New Egypt that weekend either. And
Right.
pretty much every other weekend, it's like You know, I would like to use my land out in Potter County to go hunting or fishing or ride ATVs. So,
Somebody said you got a nice ride there.
oh
They sent
yeah,
me
that's what
pictures.
everyone when
Yeah.
all the guys, a lot of fans come to watch the USAC East Coast race when we ran it. Oh, a month ago at Bridgeport, man, everyone said, "Oh, look, that car looks fast." And then the one guy, someone told him, "Ah, he's just got a crate." And then even he was like, "Man, you did good for running with just a crate engine against the 360s, you know." So
Well,
it's still fast.
keep doing what you're doing. Tell mom and dad I said hi. Give mom a
Will
big hug
do.
for me. And we appreciate you being on the show. Thanks for coming on.
Thank
And,
you.
open door policy. You can come on anytime you want. You want to mention some of your sponsors that you got?
Yeah, we always have great help from Apex Heating and Cooling. My cousin Danny with Eastside Service, always auto repair and Highbridge. He always gives us things like filters, spark plugs. We had a lot of help getting the sprint car ready from Paul Latier in the Bagel Rack. He fielded the car, I believe, last year that Tim Buckwalter drove, the one of the Hummer cars, number 20, and I think he ran URC with it last year, and he helped us get a lot of spare parts and get the car put together and some tips on setup. We always have great help from Arts Radiator and Jones Racing Products. And then so many people throughout the year gave us pointers and helped some tips on getting the car set up. So everyone that's ever helped, there's way too many people to list. So I got to thank them too. And of course, my mom and my dad.
Yep.
And we've had our new crew helper, Ralph, come all year this year. So thank him
All right,
too.
brother. Keep doing what you're doing. Like I said, it's open door policy. Me and Fred
Cool.
like to have people come on here, kind of
like it.
underdogs. And you've always been one of my favorites when you ran at New Egypt. So
Thank you. If they can work something out good with the schedule, I'll definitely be back for at least one race. It's just so much fun being up on the wheel at Bridgeport, and it's I have fun doing it there, and it's like that's what it's about. I have fun in New Egypt, but the track, being up on the wheel, I enjoy. And for now, that's where I'm going to be running next year for the points again. But we'll see what happens after that. All
right, brother. We'll talk to you soon. Good luck.
Thank you.
All right, see ya.
Thanks.
J.R. Fulper. I always get my tongue tied when I try to mention him, but it was good to have him on the show. Now, this guy's always in here talking stuff. He takes great pictures. He's a great guy, and it is none other than Mike Feltenberger. Mike, what are you doing? There's no racing tonight, is there?
No, there's no racing, but I actually had a stand at the Leesport Market selling racing pictures and selling sports cards. That's what I do on Wednesdays now during the off season. And tomorrow night is my show taping. I start my 25th year of Strapped In TV show tomorrow night, and I'm going to have Danny Buckafuska on.
Aha. He is the guy that had the girl we wanted to come on our show. But no, he had a unique sponsor, and we try to get a hold of her. She's a pretty unique individual. But Mike, you've been taking pictures for so many years, and the last time I checked the pictures out, you put a picture of Johnny on there, and it was pretty neat. And people don't realize how many years you've been doing that, and the pictures you've been taking. If you're in the old pictures and you're in the nostalgia stuff, you need to check this out. Mike, tell them where to go, how to find the pictures, and if they want to purchase any of your pictures, tell them what they need to do that.
Well, I actually just purchased it. Posted a new one today. I sent one to Fred. Hope you got it. Send one to you.
Yep, I was watching it earlier.
It was episode 59 of Racing Photo Memory Makers. It's on YouTube. All you do is put in the search, put on my name, Mike Feltenberger, and it'll take you right to the Racing Photo Memory Makers. And also, if you want to see my TV show, you go to BCTV Strapped In, and that show will come on. And you just said this about Nick. I figured it out. I have 1,500,000 pictures.
Wow. That's crazy. And that.
Where do you live?
Yeah, where do you live? Yeah, because I mean, I've known you forever. I mean, your name was on our race card. My brother John was very fond of you, and I'm watching this dedication of this trophy of Buzzy Ruderman, and I'm like, well, now when you win Super Dirt Week, you get a Buzzy, and I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, all right, you get the perpetual trophy. I think the guys that win on that weekend should get a trophy of their own, not a perpetual one. They should make a Buzzy Ruderman trophy now and call it a Buzzy. Drag racing has a Wally. dirt racing should have a buzzy. So if anybody's out there listening, create a buzzy and start giving them out on the dirt tour.
I create a buzzy here.
I think it would be cool. He's creating a buzz. I'm talking about a buzz.
Well, the thing that sort of threw me off is I always known Buzzy as his first name of Emil. It's EMI. In fact, I worked with two of them with the same names when I worked at Quaker Made Kitchens. But he was
Right.
calling him Emil, and I'm going, I don't think I ever saw his or heard him even pronounce his own name as Emil Rudiman. So
Emil, right? Like
Emil,
Emil?
yeah. Emil.
Yeah. Emil,
Yep.
Emil, yep. The only Emil I remember is Emil Barron. Remember him?
Yep.
He used to run at Grandview. Yeah,
Grandview.
I remember that guy. Yep, I remember that guy. I mean, some of the pictures that you post, Grandview, Penn National, Reading, all them pictures bring back so many memories because you're sitting there looking at it and you're like, I remember that car. I remember that guy. You know, and back in the day when Johnny ran, and he ran Grandview for a whole year, and he done pretty good at Grandview. I wished he would have ran there a lot more. I mean, we got pictures that you took of him with Smokey Warren and them guys, and yeah, it's pretty neat that you could go back and look at that stuff now, where before you couldn't do it. And this is where social media is cool, Mike. You can go and watch what you put out and see that, where before you couldn't do that, and now you can. So anybody's out there listening, anybody out there is interested in nostalgia stuff. I mean, we had Three Wides Picture Vault and all that. Now Mike's starting to do this. You need to check this out too. And I'm pretty sure Joe probably got a hold of you, right, Mr. McFarland?
Yeah, I send him stuff every now and then to post. In fact, now with my new calendars that I have out, I have a 2026 Our Racing Heroes calendar out, which has drivers like Altaz Natty, Dick Tobias, Freddie Adam, Rags Carter in it for 2026. And then I also did a 2026 Grandview calendar, the High Banks Hot Shoes. And that's selling like crazy too. I mixed some of the older drivers with the newer drivers. I have guys like Fred Raymer, Larry Acker, Jack Fulweiler in with Logan Watt, Mike Gooler, and Brett Cressley. So it's going pretty good.
People, back in the day, I don't know if people forgot or don't remember, but Raymer and Turner and them guys and Rick Schaefer and all them guys, Raymer, you were like, okay, we're running for second because if Raymer don't break, he's going to win. When he drove the 771, when he drove his own car, and then he drove the R10, of course. Raymer was unbeatable at Grandview. If he didn't break, he was unbeatable. Then he come to Windsor, and then he came to Windsor. Doug Hoffman came to Windsor, and we are blessed to grow up in the era of the 60s, the 70s, the 80s, and now you have kids like Logan Watt and Colin Cox and all them guys. It's unreal, the talent. I think we're in good hands, Mike. I think racing's going to be pretty good, and these kids are just getting better each year.
Yeah, well, you were talking to J.R. Fulpert. He started in the slingshots.
Right. Exactly.
And
It's crazy.
this weekend, Pagoda MC Speedway, or the Speedway at Pagoda, however they want to call it. Saturday, we're having the Speedsters, the juniors and All-Star Slingshots. We're having the Pro 4 racers, and we're having Legends cars Saturday and Sunday. So it'll be a busy. I was asked to flag, so I haven't been on the starter stand in about 4 years. So this will be quite interesting to do the weekend for the flagging, but I'll be ready to enjoy it.
All right, Mike, give your stuff one more shout, and then we'll get to Billy, who's waiting in the wings here. Tell everybody what you got and how to get there.
It's YouTube, Racing Photo Memory Makers. And also, you can, if you want to see my TV show, it's BCTV Strapped In. Just put the search in YouTube, and you can see everything.
All right, Mike Feltenberger. Thanks for coming on, Mike. We appreciate it, buddy.
Thanks, Nick.
Yeah,
Take care, Fred.
Thanks, Mickey.
See
All
ya.
right, buddy. Yep. All right, now we are going to take a break for a minute. Bill, you got a minute? Raise your finger if you got a minute. All right, Billy's got a minute. We're going to take a break.
Not that finger.
Not that finger, Bill. I know I'm number one, but you ain't got to say that.
There you go.
All right, here we go. We got to take a pause for the calls, give our sponsors some time. Who is all the rage? Sage Chiropractic. That's right. Sage is all the rage in chiropractic care. Dr. Carey and Dr. Mike will take care of you and all your back needs, and they specialize in other things too. Give them a call, 215-497-0700. They have all the equipment, all the stuff you need to get yourself in shape. They're the people that give Fred his adjustment so he can drive his race car on Saturdays at New Egypt Speedway. They are our official sponsor of Wide Open Wednesday, so go see them. If you have any problems with your back or any other problems you think you're having that are related to your back, you got to go see Sage because they're all the rage in chiropractic care. So see Sage Chiropractic. Their phone number is 215-497-0700. Go see Dr. Kerry and go see Dr. Mike. Let's talk about transmission for a minute. You want to get to victory lane, you can't be in low gear. You got to be in high gear. I'm talking about high gear transmissions located in South Jersey. That's right. We specialize in repair, refresh, and troubleshooting your Northeast Dirt modified transmissions. That's right, high gear. They specialize in Burt Generation 1 and 2 transmissions, and they also service Winters transmissions. It's home of the modified number 13T, driven by Anthony Tramontana Jr. They have reasonable pricing, quick turnaround. You can pick your transmission up at New Egypt Speedway or Bridgeport Speedway, and you can find them on Facebook at High Gear Transmissions. Now, these transmissions are serviced by a great tech, Anthony Tramontana Sr. You can give him a call at 609-385-3084. That's right, High Gear Transmissions. You know, the season-ending season, and you're worried about that transmission, you're worried about it getting serviced, why not call High Gear and get it done? They'll take care of your transmission. You won't have to worry about it. When you put it back in the car, you'll put it in gear, you'll go to victory lane, you'll be in high gear, and you'll be a winner with high gear. That's right. You'll be a winner with high gear. And now we are going to be winners with this guy right here. We'll bring him in here, and hopefully he's got some good news for us, Fred. Billy, the voice of Maple Grove Raceway. First and foremost, Billy, how's your dad?
Well, hi guys, how are you doing? I'm very happy to say that after 3 weeks, Dad's medically stable enough to be moved to a rehab facility. So we're currently looking at facilities for him to go. He's at the point now that he's ready to get discharged and get ready to start getting up on his feet and walking again. He did have a mass in his bladder that was successfully removed on Friday, and the doctor said there's been no complications since that's happened. And each day his memory keeps getting better and better, and he's starting to talk a lot more, which is good. So each day he's just getting better and better. God's good.
That God is great. That's awesome. And I'm glad to hear that, Billy. Now, last weekend was a good weekend at Maple Grove, and then this weekend's another big weekend. Tell us what's going on, Bill.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. This past weekend, we had our final import event of the season, the Fall Nationals. As you know, import racing is really huge around the Maple Grove area, considering we're a couple hours away from both New York, New Jersey, and Philadelphia. That's like the hub for import racing. As a lot of people saw this past weekend, a lot of tracks had to shift or cancel completely. We were able to completely get our event in on Sunday, even though the forecast for Sunday when we got there was not the greatest, but the naysayers were on, and for once we actually got the event completed. We had a huge crowd on Saturday, despite having qualifying ended early because of the rain. We had a good turnout on Sunday as well, because we also had Beamers versus the World. We also had a car show going on. But yeah, we're happy that we ended the import season at Maple Grove on a high note. And now this weekend we're focusing, it's all about the big money. We have our final big money race of the season for top bulb and bottom bulb. It's going to be a great weekend this weekend at the Grove. We have racer appreciation dinner on Saturday night, courtesy of Chris Wilson's Motors, and also they'll be doing $100 to the last lady standing in each day. As you know, at the last big money race that we had in August, we had 3 women make it to the final rounds on Friday, with 2 of them winning and 1 runner-up. That was the first time in Maple Grove history that 3 women made it to the final round at a big money race on the same day at Maple Grove. So, yeah, the ladies at Maple Grove have been killing it this year, and we're happy to put up this little bonus for them. And we look forward to seeing everybody this weekend at the Grove.
Now, speaking of the Grove, and speaking of, you're the voice of the Grove, Sarah is one of the mainstays at Maple Grove, and she does anything and everything. Sarah was involved in an automobile accident. She has a Jeep. She was hit head on by a drunk driver. Guys, you got to pay attention. If you're drinking, get a designated driver. I'm not telling you not to drink and not have a good time, but use your noodle. You know what I mean? Here's a girl going home from a football game, minding her business, and lo and behold, somebody crosses the highway and takes her out. So now we don't have one of our main people at Maple Grove because you decided to get behind the wheel of a car and cross the line and hit her and hurt her. So come on, guys, use your head. It's that time of year. The holidays are coming up. It's bad enough that I've hit 3 deers already. Okay. Not even, they run out in front of you or whatever. But if you are conscious enough and you think that you're going to get behind the wheel of a car drunk and not pay the price for that, come on, guys, really. So we want to wish Sarah some prayers so she gets well quick. And, I know the people at Maple Grove are taking care of her, but we got to say some prayers for Sarah. Get well soon. Get back to the track where you belong, because nobody can do it like you do it, just like nobody does it like Billy does it. Everybody there works their asses off to get the show in and do what they do. So, Billy, I just had to mention that because I've been thinking about her ever since that happened.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. As you know, Sarah has a huge fan support. A lot of people are supporting her and rooting for her and making a complete recovery. Sarah, if you're listening to this, I wish you the best. I know we talked a little bit on Saturday during the rain delay of the import event. We wish you the best, and we hope you get back to work soon.
All right, Billy, it's getting colder. Any special stuff that we need to know what we need to wear in this kind of weather? I mean, I know you got to...
Oh yeah, absolutely. As you can see, I broke out the Under Armour hoodie because I just came back from seeing my dad. But yeah, we have a couple more, tests and tunes in November, along with some gambler races. As always, check MapleGroveRaceway.com. Be sure to bring out the jackets and the hoodies. But then, as soon as November ends, we have the start of the winter season. December, we have a daily driver event, and then we wrap up the season with the New Year's event around the New Year's. And then, yeah, we keep looking forward to the winter races that we're going to be having this season. Announcements should be made about what dates those are going to be within the next couple of weeks. And, yeah, we look forward to everyone supporting Maple Grove Raceway, and we look forward to seeing everyone coming out.
And don't forget to get your swag. Get your swag from Maple Grove. Go to their website. Check out the swag. They got all new shirts. They got pink for October for Cancer Awareness Month. They got all kinds of stuff. You see, we got our banner up here for Wide Open Wednesday, supporting the pink for the ladies. Yeah, Maple Grove goes out of their way to do the different stuff for October and everything else. Fred does that kind of stuff too. Of course, yesterday everybody was wearing red for our boy there. But yeah. Make sure you go to the Maple Grove webpage, go to their Facebook page, get some of that swag, get some of that pink stuff. Nancy loves that stuff. So I may see you this weekend, Bill. I don't know.
Yep, I'll be there in the tower doing the computer and the timing system. As you mentioned, Nick, with the swag and stuff and all the great apparel that we have at Maple Grove Raceway, Matt Budd and the team have really been kicking it when it comes to apparel and swag and stuff like that. Matt Budd's, as you know, is a really good friend and supporter of Maple Grove Raceway. He's soon getting married in a couple of weeks.
Oh boy,
he's been really kicking it when it comes to apparel. So I just want to give a shout out to Matt Budd at Nitro Graphics, and yeah, we continue look forward to seeing what projects he has up in mind for the future at Maple Grove.
Matt gave me this hat that I'm sporting here. It has just the Nitro fish on it with the American flags down the side. That's an oldie but a goodie. Matt made sure I got one of them. So all right, Bill. Have a good weekend. Give Dad a hug for me, and hopefully everything's going to work out. And the same way with Sarah. We'll talk to you next week, brother.
Will do, guys. See you all next week. Have a good night.
All right, Billy. Yep. We'll talk to you, brother. All right, now we can go back to doing what we're supposed to do for our sponsors. We got a couple more that we got to acknowledge here. Go down here, and we will acknowledge Bob Drayton Incorporated has been locally owned and operated since 1955. Their goal is to provide excellent customer service and quality rentals to every client. They have a large selection of rentals and solutions for every project or every event you have. You can count on their experienced team for fast and courteous service each time you call them. And they have a 24-hour emergency service, locally owned and operated since 1955. That's over 70 years, gang. Licensed and insured, free estimates available, 24-hour service, military and senior discounts, quality products, and an excellent customer service. Check them out, gang. They're located at 151 Big Hill Road, Southampton, New Jersey. Their phone number is 609-859-3629. And they race. That's right. New Egypt Speedway, Bridgeport Speedway. Bob and his son race the 4-cylinder class, and they sponsor the class at New Egypt Speedway. So when it hits the fan, he's your man, and whatever you eat, he's got your seat. They have a 1-800 number, and it's 1-800-521-2014. So whatever you need, give Mr. Bob a call, and he'll help you out. They are official sponsor of Wide Open Wednesday right here on Wednesday nights from 6 to 7 p.m. Mr. Bob, he's on the job, and you should be too. Let's talk about one of our proud sponsors, and that's Five Peaks Media, brought to you by Craig McGill, 668 Woodburn Road, Langhorne, Pennsylvania, Suite 201, the same suite that Wide Open Wednesday is in, and their phone number 609-577-7996. Craig McGill, we call him Magic because he creates the magic behind the Wednesday. Whatever you need, whether it's for social media, your business, anything you need. He's been with CBS, the NFL. He's done it all. He's a master at his trade, and he can definitely get the job done if you need anything done in social media. Why is having a director important? Greg will tell you why, because he does his best work behind the lens. Do you want your message out there to the world? You got to go with Five Peaks Media. That's right. Get a hold of Craig McGill. Come on over and see us. This is why we do what we do, because we have magic. Yes, we do. And we have a guy waiting in the wings. So we'll go down here. We'll go up here. This guy drives this race car. And he also has his own race car. But as of now, he's driving this race car. And you see that on the side of that car, it says Danny's Pizza Pizzazz. Guy makes the best pizza around, but it's too damn far down the road past Bridgeport and Vineland. You need to open a pizza shop a little closer, Dan. But
Then maybe
yes,
try some DoorDash.
we could do that too. But yes, I had to pick up Santa in Vineland one time, and I'm like, wait a minute, there's Danny's Pizza Pizzazz. I got to go there. So we have his driver, Ryan Cratchin. Of course, Ryan raced at New Egypt for many years. Now he's racing at Bridgeport, traveling all over, and he has the ride in the Danny's Pizza Pizzazz 51. First of all, how you doing, my man?
Doing pretty good. How are you, Nikki?
I'm good. You're getting the cars ready for Hagerstown?
Yeah. So we're doing a little bit of a split team this weekend since Danny's down in Florida for Bike Week. So we're taking the 29 car on Friday, running the spec down there, and then we'll be in the 51 open car on Saturday. So
Now I'm gonna make you laugh here. You mean to tell me you're taking the 29 car away from the Grasso kid?
Yeah, I had to commandeer my car back. So Brenny should be back in the 32. I'm back in my own car for at least Friday's portion, and then hopefully we have a good weekend this weekend.
Well, I've known you for a long time. I'm friends with your parents. Your dad owns a body shop, so that's kind of near and dear to my heart because my brother owned a body shop for so many years. But I want to know how you landed this ride in a 51. That's a lucrative ride for somebody.
Yeah, it's a great ride, and I'm fortunate to have it. We've always been pretty close with Dan, and once him and Jordan part ways last year, we were me and my dad were trying to figure out, what we were going to do for the upcoming season. With work getting a little bit busier, it was kind of hindering our racing program a little bit coming out here after work. So we're trying to figure out what we were going to do, and we're talking to Danny, and he's like, I got a good deal for both of us. Hop in my car. We'll have our guys work on it, free up some time for you guys. And we've always been close with those guys. They have a great crew. Dan's a good dude. So I'm happy to be behind the wheel of the 51 car. And, the rest is history. We've been in it for roughly about a year and a half. And got a win or two under our belt with it. And it's been great with the guys. I've had fun with a big crew for once. Back in the 29, it was just me, my dad, and Cody for the longest time. So it's definitely a change, and I'm very fortunate to have it.
Now, he has the sportsman car too, and Matt Pack drives that, and Matt does very well. I know Matt really well. I know his wife really well. But yeah, I mean, Ryan, you have come into your own. You're a force to be reckoned with wherever you go. And then to team up with this ride, I mean, you got a good car of your own, and then to do that, like you said, it worked out good to where you and your dad didn't have to do it, and Cody didn't have to do all the work. It's got to be a lot easier on your pop because he has to run the body shop and do all that, and he's got the goofball in the body shop, Mr. Cornell. So he's handing out tools. He's directing. Or are you? What are you doing with that screwdriver? You're not poking somebody's eye
No,
out.
there was a spider coming down right in my face. I had to move it off to the side.
Nice.
And it's cool when you travel and you come to New Egypt. Your mom goes out there. She sells all the T-shirt. Your mom is something. She sits out there, very patient. And you've gotten pretty popular, man. You sold a lot of T-shirts. You've done a lot of stuff. I remember interviewing you when you drove Stangel's car at New Egypt and took the test. You and Brandon were one of the first couple guys to take the test so you could drive a big race car. I mean, you were traveling all over the country, and then you finally got to drive at home, so to speak. And now look at you. You're going to Delaware. You're doing all this other stuff. What do you got going on at the end of the year, just after Hagerstown?
First off, since you touched on my mother, she's one of my biggest supporters, so I got to thank her
Absolutely.
for that and put my T-shirts out in the stands. I couldn't do it without her, and I think without her help, our fan base wouldn't be as large as it is. So, got to thank her for that. But for the end of the year, Right now, we're kind of playing it by ear. We got Hagerstown this weekend with the spec. I'm going to be in my spec, and then you mentioned my teammate before, Matt Peck. He's commandeering my spec car for Friday down at Hagerstown. So we're going to be battling it out. It's going to be weird racing against the 51 car this weekend. So Friday should be a lot of fun, and then Saturday we're back in the big motor stuff for the Deo show. After that, I believe we got Delmar coming up the following weekend with their end of the year championship races with the spec and the open motor. And then we'll have Georgetown in the big block for the Super Dirt Car Series at the end of the month. And then we'll see how that goes. Maybe Charlotte's in the card. Maybe it's not. So we'll play it by ear on that one.
All right. Now, this is a question. Maybe you can answer, Ryan. Somebody's got a question here. I'll put it up. You can look at it. See if you can answer it. Does Ryan sees his life without racing? What is he doing besides it? What do you do besides racing?
I mean, quite a lot, and again, and I'm fortunate enough to be in this ride where my guys go all out and they're getting the cars ready, week in and week out. So frees me up a lot. So end up going golfing a lot with a couple of my racing buddies, Grasso, Stangle.
The Three Stooges.
Yeah,
I know.
Yeah, we go golfing a lot in the off season. We'll be snowboarding quite a bit. So winter sports will pick up during the summer. I just like spending some quality time with some of my racing friends and the non-racing friends as well. So as for a life without racing, it's hard to imagine right now. I've been basically been going to the racetrack all my life with my dad racing at New Egypt while you were announcing. I remember you coming up over to the kids club all the time while I was growing up. So it's hard to see it without racing. Luckily, we're still in a spot where we are. I'm sure eventually that day will come, but right now I'm focused on trying to win some races for my guys. We got a great team down there, and we'd like to do well, especially at these end of the year big motor races, try and get them a win or two.
Now, I see you're a New Jersey Devil fan. I can see that on your hat,
Mhm.
right?
That
All
is
right,
correct.
So you like hockey. I've seen pictures of you at Devils games. Baseball team, favorite baseball team?
Yankees.
Yankees. Favorite
Yep.
football team?
Go Birds.
Oh,
There you
he's
go.
an Eagle fan. See?
All
All
right.
right. I was figuring a Giants fan after the Giants blew
No,
out the Eagles.
No, definitely not a Giants fan. I couldn't do that to myself.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, I know the shop's up there in North Jersey. John's a Yankee fan too. Cornell, right? Is he a Yankee
Yeah.
fan? Oh, see?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not the biggest on baseball. You know, we've been going quite a bit going into the city and going to see the Yanks play. So it's growing on me a little bit. I prior to, you know, a year or two ago, I probably didn't watch a single baseball game in the past, you know, 10 or 12 years. So been going quite a bit, and I'm starting to like it now. It's fun following the Yanks, even after their disappointing loss against the Blue Jays. So I'm following sports a lot. So we got the Devils home games, home game on Thursday. That's why we're going to be working in the shop all night tonight, getting these things ready for getting this thing ready for Friday, so that we can go to the season opener at the Prudential Center. So a lot of hockey games in our future. But I'd say hockey's the biggest sport or football, then baseball after that.
Okay, now when we were trying to figure out a nickname for you, me and your mom kind of had a disagreement, and I told her, I said, there was somebody named Hollywood. I said, we can't name him Hollywood because Go Down's brother was Hollywood. She said, he doesn't race anymore. There's a new Hollywood in town.
There you
I
go.
said, Mrs. Krachin, if that's what you say, that's what goes. And that's how you got your name Hollywood. I forget what I wanted to call you, Flying Ryan or something like that. I forget. She goes, no, it's Hollywood, and that's what it is. I said, okay. You never
Yeah.
argue with a woman. Remember that.
No, for sure. But that nickname actually has longer roots back than that. That
Okay.
comes from Big Rick Grosso at the quarter midget races.
Okay.
Always used to call me Hollywood since I was wearing sunglasses all the time. So
Okay.
that nickname dates back to, you know, when I was probably 8 or 9 years old.
Well, there's nobody more Hollywood than Justin, the way he flaunts around and walks around, the way he acts. But I know you three guys are close, and it was pretty cool for me to watch you guys grow up at the racetrack, to see you guys go from what you are now, and now you're running modifieds and you're winning features and championships. It's pretty neat. But you were a very accomplished asphalt racer, correct?
Yeah, until my initial plan at that test session in front of the state police wasn't to go dirt mods full time. It was kind of something to balance out the asphalt schedule, make me a little bit better on my toes, and those races were only about two times a month back then, so needed something to do in my off time, and I kind of fell in love with the dirt after that. It was the most fun thing I've ever raced. So here we are. Can't believe it's about 10 years later. But yeah, we started off in the USAC midgets, went up to Nemo, won a championship up there. Started doing some of the past late model series down south, did that for a year, and that's when Fred kind of brought us under his wing a little bit at the beginning, and gave me a motor to run. So basically sat us down and said, listen, you know, we need youth in this sport. I'd really love to have you come here weekly or in your off time as much as you can. And I thank him for that opportunity, getting me started in all of this. And you know, here we are 10 years later, still loving it, having a good time, and happy to be doing this with my family and my team.
Yeah, Fred still does that. Look what he's doing with Johnny Bangs. He done all that with Neil Williams, and Fred likes to look at people that are, you know, not that you are, but there's guys that don't have the money to backing, and he helps them out. He likes to see somebody that's somewhat of an underdog make it, and he's helped a lot of people. I got to give him the credit on that. He's done a wonderful job with that kind of stuff. But yeah, I mean, give your mom and dad a hug for me. Slap Cornell in the face when you see him. Just tell him that's from me. He'll know. But keep doing what you're doing, kid. Good luck at Hagerstown. You know, and hopefully you'll come to New Egypt. I mean, there's only one race, and it's the same as Delaware, so you won't be there. So, but I think that's back there next year.
That's a crate race, I believe, isn't it?
Yeah. Yep. And then they have the sprinters coming. The 305s will be there. I ain't even going to say sprint cars because mom ain't going for that, right?
No, we're
no sprinters. Okay.
Both my parents are dead set against the sprint cars, but hopefully next year we make it to New Egypt a lot more than we did this year. Still up in the air with plans, but I'd like to make it to New Egypt a lot more. I had a lot of fun coming there those couple times I came.
All right, brother. Be good. Get the cars together, and good luck. All right, and we'll talk to you later. Thanks, Rye.
Appreciate it, Nikki. Thank you.
Nope. Thank you, buddy. We appreciate you. Thanks, Rye.
Take care.
Ryan Krachin. always a pleasure to have him on the show.
Always
always
fun
a-
to watch him run too. out
Oh
on the
yeah,
track.
yeah. Never a dull moment with him.
Mhm.
Hopefully he's going to do well at Hagerstown.
It's one of
Hopefully-
my favorite tracks. I love Hagerstown.
Yeah, I like watching the late models there.
I haven't
They
been
really-
down there in
they really
35
go there.
years, but yeah, it was a nice. I
let's,
used to watch the World Outlaws down there, and it was a nice flat track.
Yeah, man. Let's mention our new sponsor, Fred. Fred
Yeah.
picked us up a new sponsor.
Yep.
You've been dealing with him for years, right, Fred?
Yep, been with AJ for years over at Vibrant Finish. He does a great job on wheels. Every time I need wheels either done or somebody gets curb rash, send them over there. They come back like new or better than new. I'm getting ready to send over a bunch of my race car parts over to get.
And he just
Powder
don't
coated.
do wheels.
No, he's doing my wheels, but he's also going to do my Nerf bars and my headers and whatever else I feel like getting powder coated in the off season here.
I see, like, I used to live in Pendel, right around the corner from him. He does a lot of that import stuff,
Yes.
manifolds, and all that stuff. So if
Mhm.
you're into that stuff, I'm going to play his commercial right now. Give this guy a call.
Oh yeah,
He will take care of you. Mention Fletcher's Garage.
he's
mention Fred.
actually a part of Hot Rod Santa too. So
Yep,
that's him. Yep.
So you'll be able to talk to him there too. But yeah, mention Fred when you go over there. He'll take care of you.
You got wheels to seen better days. Don't replace them, revive them. That's right. Vibrant powder coating and wheel repair. Bent rims, scuffs, no problem. Vibrant makes them smooth and strong and stunning again. From the street to the strip, they'll make your ride shine like new custom colors, flawless finishes, and durable coatings that turn heads and handle heat. Give them a call today at 1-267-566-6842. They're located at 569 Unionville Avenue, Pendle, PA 19047. That's Vibrant Finish. For all you need in powder coating and wheel repair, they make your ride look sweet. So give them a call. Up next, we have Fletcher's Garage. That's right, the main sponsor of Wide Open Wednesday. And they are located at 480 Hood Boulevard in Fairless Hills. Their phone number is 215-295-4931. And their motto is, if they can't fix it, it's broke. It's home of America's mechanic, Fred Fletcher, and he also does Need for Speed on WBCB on Thursday mornings. So keep an eye out for Mr. Fletcher, America's mechanic. Also, we have reliable consulting, sales, training, and marketing brought to you by Chris Bennett. His phone number is 215-206-9053. We thank all our sponsors for participating on Wide Open Wednesday.
Now, if you didn't get a chance to go to Super Dirt Week last week, it was the Matt Williamson show as he swept the weekend. He won the 358 race. The Troops won 50. And he also won the Billy Whitaker Cars 200, the big block modified race. Williamson is just, I don't know. You watch him and you're thinking Shepherd, and then this guy shows up.
Mhm.
The Pro Stocks was won by Devin Kamenga. He led 50 laps. He's from Great Lakes. The Great Lakes 75 Sportsman race was won by Richard Murtaugh. And like we're talking about the Billy Whitaker 200, Williamson led 185 of 200 laps. And nobody, I mean nobody, was even getting close to him. $53,000 he won. We're going to try and get Mr. Williamson on Wide Open Wednesday. He told me he would come on here. And
Is it like Gary Ballou in 1980 when he almost?
I mean, he just, I don't know whether I'm missing it or what, but I watch it on TV and I don't see him at a lot of races. Maybe I'm not watching where he's
Right.
running, but oh my God, he just dominates in the small block race. Then he dominates in the big block race, like Shepherd does. I mean, you
Yeah.
see Shepherd do it all the time, but when this guy shows up, he's just phenomenal. And you know, I got to give a shout out to Jessica Friesen because she looked pretty good too, on and off the track. So, and I seen Stu was there helping out Alex Jankowski. He got third in the Stuart Friesen car. So
Nice.
yeah, it was a pretty neat deal. So, and Fred is pushing to get Kate back here. She's been very, very busy, but I'll give you a little preview of what's going to happen when she comes back. The Leadfoot Ladies of Racing. She's going to host Leadfoot Ladies of Racing. She's going to line up a couple ladies. They're going to come here. They're going to do Leadfoot Ladies of Racing. Of course, Earl Krause is going to do the time capsule.
Mhm.
That's separate from Wide Open Wednesday. Craig usually handles all that. So yeah, we're gonna have some good things lined up pretty soon here, gang. Make
Yeah,
sure.
this Earl's time capsule. I was working things out for that today.
Yes.
and we'll get together afterwards. But Well, that's actually going to be a series. It's going to be, we're going to take each track for all our local tracks from around here. We're going to start with Flemington. I got my shirt on today.
Yep.
So we're going to start and we're going to do, it's going to be like a documentary, not a boring one. So we're going to go, we're going to go through everything through the decades of, say, Flemington, the decades from the 50s and 60s, and Earl and Mark Yapel will be a part of it. I'll
Mhm.
talk to Mark tomorrow. So they're going to be part of it. Then you and I will step in for the 70s and 80s and, talk about all the Flemington. Then we're going to do another series, say on East Windsor or Trenton or whatever. But there's going to be a series. We're figuring we're going to have like 7 or 8 tracks that we're going to highlight and make like a whole volume. So,
Yeah, and you'll
So
be
it's
able
gonna
to
be
watch
good.
them on our YouTube
On the
channel, on our
YouTube channel.
Facebook channel, and they're going to be done by Craig from Five
Yeah.
Peaks Media. Craig does all that, and then we're going to do them, put them in the can, and then we're going to put them out.
yeah,
We'll let
we're
you-
going to do some things different than
Yeah.
like a lot of the other things. we
Yeah,
do.
we're going to let you
Craig's
know.
got
what the
some great
dates are.
ideas. I'm bouncing some ideas off him. And we're looking forward to, all of us are looking forward to being a part of this.
Yeah, Earl has been really good to us. Mark has been good to us. Their knowledge is, we haven't even tapped into Earl and
So-
Mark's knowledge yet, and me and Fred we're just going to sit there and get some popcorn.
That's
and
kind of like
just-
how,
and
I
just
went,
let them go.
I went to lunch with Mark and Earl a couple of weeks ago, and I was just sitting there. I'd say a name, and they'd start going, and I'd just sit there like this. Wow.
Exactly.
Wow.
Uh,
And then, so it would just, it's phenomenal, and it's going to be a great series. So we'll keep you informed on how they go. But Leadfoot Ladies of Racing are going to come up as soon as we get Kate nailed down. She's
Yeah.
all over the place,
Yeah.
and I'm really
And-
looking forward to that. She's got some really good guests lined up.
Oh, and we got to thank the people that come in here every week. Mike Feltenberger, of course.
Yes.
Don Allen, of course. He's our sound check guy. Michael Hastings. Hopefully you're doing well, Mike. Terry Knoll was on here. Dale Dixon Jr. There's a couple other people. The Racing Mind, who asked a question to Ryan Krachin, and Lugna Kamara, who is Eddie. I know who Eddie is, but
Okay.
yeah, I just yeah, and like Fred said, Hot Rod Santa's coming up. We're going to be doing all that. Nifty 50s is now open.
Yep.
So my partner in crime is going to go over there, Fred, and
Yeah.
talk to them, and we're probably going to do a live broadcast
Yeah,
from
if
there
we can
one
do a
night.
broadcast from there. Yep.
We're going to do a broadcast from there. Now, don't forget, Fred, did you mention the free tire deal from the Hot
No,
Rod
no,
Santa
I
thing?
got away from it. So yeah, back to Hot Rod Santa real quick. We have Allen Rubber and Tires, one of my wholesalers, is my main wholesaler, and I have a great relationship with the tire rep, and they always come up. Jen always comes up with something good. She's the one that designs the flyers, by the way. So if you go on my Facebook, you'll see it.
I'll show you the flyer. Hold on here one
But
second.
yeah, it's GT Radials. It's just my main brand of tire. I sell all brands of tires, but that's our main brand. GT Radials and Jen are going to be raffling off a set of 4 free tires, GT Radials. And all you got to do is bring in a new unwrapped toy of anyone, and we'll give you a ticket. It goes in there. We have a drawing. We stop at 3:00, so probably about 2:30 we'll have a drawing. You don't have to be there to win, but we hope you are, and you're having a good time and eating some food, and hanging out with all of us, and having a blast and bringing some toys. And I don't count till the next day because I'm tired by the end of the day. But I'll post it. But yeah, there's 4 free tires. Yeah, you don't want to miss out on that. I've had a few customers over the last 4 or 5 years. Very happy with that. So yeah, so come on out, bring a toy, win 4 free tires.
Well, Dale, we appreciate you
Yes, Dale.
tuning in. You found us by accident. Tell all your friends to find us by accident. Right now, we're broadcasting on our Wide Open Wednesday page on Facebook, Lowdown Entertainment's Facebook page, and our YouTube channel. We would like everybody to subscribe to our YouTube channel. The more hits we get, the better it is for us and you, believe it or not. So please make sure that you subscribe to our YouTube channel. We'd appreciate it if you've done that. Go on the YouTube channel, you'll see subscribe. Once you subscribe, when we go live on Wednesdays, you'll get a little message on your phone or your computer, and you can come right on to the show. Don't forget, gang, if you have any questions for any of our guests that are on the show, like Mr. Dixon here, we'll put you right up on the screen. You'll be able to see your question. Hopefully the person that we're talking to will answer for you. And we appreciate you guys being a part of this, because without you guys, we can't do this. And we
yeah.
appreciate it.
And tomorrow, don't forget at 9:00, we'll have America's Mechanic. I host that show on WBCB. That's 1490 AM. I know not everybody gets that, but you can get it on www.wbcb1490.com. You can listen live. And at 9:30, we have Need for Speed. Earl Krause calls in. Nick calls in. Nick Marco calls in. We have a half hour, just a good time talking about racing. We're finishing up on what we talked about today and touching on what's coming up next week. So yeah, don't forget to do that.
Yeah. So from 9 to 9:30 on WBCB, Fred's America's Mechanic. You have any questions about your car? You need anything done? If you need anything done to your car, just go to Fletcher's Garage. He take care of it. He's got some of the best mechanics around. And if your car, if they can't fix it, it's broke. That's all I'm going to tell you. And then from 9:30 to 10, it's Need for Speed. We talk about, basically go over what we're doing here. And you can tell that there's a part of our show that's missing. The part of our show that's missing is Kate's notes that she gives us. She usually gives us notes of what's happening next week. And I'm dropping the ball on that. So we usually tell you Hagerstown's running. Next week, Delaware's running. Ryan talked about that. New
we
Egypt's
get it covered.
their big
We're
2-day show. So,
all right.
but couldn't do it without this guy next to me. The show is not the show without Fred. We have a good time. He gives me free reign to do whatever I want. He's a crazy man for doing that. And if you need anything done in your way of back stuff, you got to go to Sage Chiropractic.
Yes.
I've been going there. Fred turned me on to
I'll be
that.
there tomorrow.
I thought I had neuropathy in my hands and my fingers. After 2 visits, he took care of me. Gone, done. I went to my primary doctor Monday, told him I was seeing a chiropractor. He said best thing you could do. So he agrees with that. You got to thank Tracy Appleby, who's on here with us. So Tracy, we appreciate what you do for us. And she's real easy on the eyes too. So that makes it easy.
There's a Leadfoot Lady Racing.
That's a Leadfoot Lady Racing.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Jersey Devil race
There you
game.
go.
Yeah.
Trace, did you see the banner we made for your girl there? Check this out. This is going to be on T-shirts pretty soon. Let me show you what we made for Kate. Look at this. What do you think, Trace? Think that'll work? I think that's pretty cool. We probably could make the red pink.
Yeah, I would probably go a little more pink. Yeah.
Yeah,
But that's me.
Fred loves pink, so I do have one in pink, Fred, and I think that's what we'll
There we
do.
go. We'll do that.
We'll do it in pink, and maybe we'll sell some T-shirts. Oh, by the way, we're looking for somebody that'll do T-shirts for Hot Rod Santa. We're looking for that. So if anybody wants to donate some T-shirts for Hot Rod Santa, we'd be willing to do that. It's the 10th anniversary of Hot Rod Santa. So that's going to be very important this year. So with that being said, we are going to sign off. We appreciate everybody being with us. We appreciate all our sponsors. Definitely, the show has gotten bigger and better. We got a lot more listeners, a lot more followers. We appreciate our guests, Ryan Creighton, J.R. Fulper, Mike Feltenberger. Earl Krause had a Garden State Fitness Club meeting.
Yep.
I'm sure Nick will tune in tomorrow and talk about some NASCAR stuff. I think Kyle Larson got robbed by his crew, but that's just me. That's the first NASCAR race I watched in a while, but I'm sure Nick will tell me exactly what happened. So, all right, gang, we're going to leave here. God bless you guys. Have a good rest of your week, and we'll talk to you soon. If we don't see you on here, we'll see you at the racetrack.
Thanks for tuning in, and thanks for being a part of Wide Open Wednesday. We'd like to thank all our sponsors and everybody involved here. Thanks for stopping in. We hope you enjoyed the show.